It's a beautiful day. Hey, 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 hey. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Hey, 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 hey. It's a beautiful day.
Since we've been putting together the Our Town series over the last decade, we've made a point of getting out to regional towns. After all, it's the real heart and soul of this country. And we've been lucky enough to visit where we are today more than once. This is Leonora. And today we're going to meet some of the locals of this Goldfields town and have them tell their own stories of Leonora.
This country is really important to me. Like, I come out every weekend, my partner and I and my grandchildren and children. The biggest thing for me is to look after country. And look after country, learn more about country, but it's actually my, I suppose, healing. A whole lot of things out here that you can see and learn about. And wanting to protect this country or make sure that people are looking after it is why I come out and why I bring kids out. And you know, you want people to appreciate, and it is beautiful country. The red dirt, when it gets into your veins, as they call it, you know, it's home. It is home. It's my safe spot. So Jessie, when we bring the students out here, I usually ask them what they think might live in the caves here, and they know that there's two types of kangaroos around here, the red kangaroo and the Euro. And so the Euros would camp in caves here. Can you see all the caves around here? Yeah. You know, they look for the tracks, they look for the scats. So I say Jina and Gurna. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a magical part of the country, isn't it?
Oh, it's a beautiful country. I love this country. Whose tracks did we see? Donkey.
So what does the two-way science involve?
Start out with the parents and ask parents what they want to teach their kids about Aboriginal culture. And because I'm in the school system, I sort of know, okay, you know, this is where I want to go to. I want to teach them about this, 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 this and this. So usually what we do is, you know, try and get as many parents out on country and take kids out, show them about plants, animals, rocks, beer making, so it all matches up, you know, your chemical science, your biological science, adding it all out. So what you learn out on country, then you go back into the school and you do a follow-up. Nangana, Turula, Tarabua. Wadala? Tarabua. See this plant here, you lot?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the word for mouth is in Wongai?
Da.
Da. And what about the word for burn?
Da gamba.
Gamba, you are.
Da gamba.
That's right, that's what this plant is called. It's a da gamba plant.
Doesn't burn. Doesn't
Because
mean mouth burner?
Mouth burner. Yeah, da gamba. So when the seed ripens, it's a little black seed, and it looks like a peppercorn, but it's a little bit like a prune.
So you can eat one time a day.
You probably only need to eat a couple. Don't eat too many. Look at all this here, isn't it? See, they love going around exploring. They love looking at, you know, lifting up rocks and, you know, pulling off the bark to see what insects they can find underneath it. It's about teaching and making sure we keep on passing on the knowledge. So, you know, like I think our people were pretty amazing in how they found things, and that knowledge matching Western science and Aboriginal knowledge together. So yeah, that's pretty much what. More too. It's getting people involved. It's getting, you know, Aboriginal people and parents involved. The wider community, you know, like I get a lot of parents coming and saying, you know, my kid came home and told me about this. You know, can you show us? Can you take us out bush? So it's about sharing knowledge. Sharing information, knowledge. And so we all get a better appreciation of Aboriginal culture. Melma, what have you got in your hand there?
A grinding stone.
A grinding stone. What part of the grinding stone is that?
The top.
Top. And do you know what the word for the top part of the grinding stone is?
Guru.
Good girl, Mila. Guru, you are guru. So that round bit, so Tobias, Mara, guru Mara. Tobias, get the grinding stone. So, that's the guru, innit? Yeah. What does it feel like?
Warm and
Is it warm?
like a rock and smooth.
It's lovely and smooth, isn't it? Does anyone remember what the bottom part of the grinding stone's called?
Like,
No, that's the guru there. You are solid, all of you solid. It's really important that kids learn their language and culture. It's their identity, who they are, and that goes for any culture or nationality or whatever. You know, if you have your culture, your language, you have a better understanding of who you are. Yeah, so really important for me.
It's a beautiful day.
I actually grew up here, so I moved here with my family when I was just born. I moved up here. Too many droughts on the farm, so Mum and Dad decided, well, let's go look for gold instead. So we went looking for gold and found a little bit and bought a machine. The machine found more and then rented it out and started contracting and stuff like that. And eventually Dad went back to the farm, had enough money to move back to the farm and save the farm, and then I'm kind of come back here. I work for the Shire of Leonora, and it starts about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Some work at the airport first, and then I go back to the depot and catch up with other guys, and there's always lots of stuff going on.
And when did your passion for art begin?
From memory, as soon as someone says you're good at drawing, and that kind of perpetuates the idea, oh, I'm good at drawing, well, that's a bit of my identity. So, repetition is the mother of skill. I just, kept on drawing, and then, oh, you're good at drawing. Oh, yeah, okay, that's me. I'll become the drawer. Yeah.
And what kind of artwork do you like to produce? Has your style changed over the years?
Yeah, well, I started off loving drawing and things like that, and drawing, I guess, is the foundation of a lot of things, so I process things through drawing. But then as, like when you go to art school and stuff like that, you have the opportunity to test other things, other mediums, other, like video or performance or anything like that. So I work a lot with communities, and that's kind of like the medium I use as well, is community projects. And so that in itself is, different to drawing. Dealing with people when you become kind of like the conductor of an orchestra, and everyone kind of works together. So that's what I love about these mural projects that were happening here at the moment. The ability to work with other, local artists and stuff like that, and having them trying to go through their ideas and work with them and stuff like that, and just talking and chatting and stuff like that. And I get to be the artist assistant, and and then when they want something over there, I just go and do it for them. And
So how did it start when you began painting murals around town?
A few of the local people really wanted to get some colour around town. Everyone's excited about murals, I guess, and it's something that it's eye-catching, and it gives people a sense of identity. Every artwork, I think, has a target audience. Depending on who the audience is will change the way I work.
Well, I mean, you got some beautiful country around us. Do you get some inspiration from there?
Yeah, for sure. So the flowers that I have been painting have been local, native flowers. The landscape's just such a nice, clean, empty space where it gives you the opportunity to think and kind of drift away. And it's not unusual that a lot of people go on their spiritual journeys to the wilderness kind of thing.
Roderick, this was the first mural.
This is the one where I started back here, a few years ago now. And could do with a touch-up of paint, I reckon.
What was the process?
The Gaulia, the museum, wanted to have something to kind of welcome the people, as they come up the hill, instead of a big white wall. And I mean, what better to fill a white space than a bit of a painting? So we thought we'd use old photography from Gaulia, and I photoshopped it into the image of here so I could, make sure it laid out all right, things like that, and then just painted on there with the corrugated iron look. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thanks. It took a while, but it got there in the end. It's a great landscape, and it's a great community as well. So growing up here, people around here know my mum and dad, and they know me and I know them. So it's like an intimate community where we look after each other and know each other. And I mean, doing art, it's a great opportunity to display, I guess, where my heart is.
Hey, hey, hey.
So Terry, this is your home from childhood.
I came here from Bullsbrook in 1957. Mother moved up here and I've been here on and off ever since.
So when did you start collecting?
I'd say as soon as I got here in 57 because there was so much stuff lying around and tips fascinated me because I could never see why people threw stuff away. I mean, what do you want to throw it away for? It still works. A lot of people go to the tip but they don't look. They try to look at the whole tip in 1 second. You can't. You've got to look at it a little bit at a time, little bit at a time. And just be patient. And go back again tomorrow and have another look at the same spot but from a different angle. Let the sun come on your shoulder and then let it go. You've got to let things change. I go to all the old tips. Because I've been here so long, the tips shift. Now they bury and they don't burn and all that sort of stuff. But you could just go to the old tips and just rake with a bit of rake or kick the dirt around a bit and then go back again the next day and have another look. You can always find something. You've got a bit of a collection there now. You've got a couple of bowls and a hook.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken 3 steps and look what we found already.
Oh, you could come here. I come here for 10 years and I still haven't seen half the tip. You would never cover it. It's 4 acres of it. It's just acre upon acre of, well, what was rubbish but is not rubbish.
Treasure now.
It's all a treasure now. I found a medal once, and it was when King George first came to Australia, and I found it exactly to the day 100 years after he first visited here. And I'd been to that spot probably 10 times. And I found it, and I was sitting there like, he haven't found me yet.
So this is the kitchen you grew up in?
Yep, this is where we had all our meals. And back in the day, everyone had meals in the kitchen. Yeah, there was no TV, so everyone ate at the kitchen.
Yeah. Few more biscuit tins?
Yeah, I'm a great collector of biscuit tins. Yeah, I've got quite a few in here.
Do you know the exact number?
101.
Do you ever forget which one has the cookies in it?
Yeah, no, I don't look for the cookies. I've passed the cookie stage. Just like the tins now. It's better than find a little bit of gold, I reckon. And you've got to collect, because if you don't collect, next generation doesn't see what it was.
So you really love the search, the actual finding?
Yeah, it's the finding, yeah. I've had 3 detectors looking for gold. Yeah. See a bit of broken glass, I've got to go and have a look, see what's there. Just in case there's something else there. And yeah, that's always worked for me.
What's the difference between a treasure, a collectible, and just a bit of junk?
Oh, you get a bit of rusty steel that looks like something and you go, yeah, I could do that, I could make that into something, but yeah, unless you find out exactly what it is, so you can look at something 10 times and not know what it is until it dawns on you, oh, that's what that is. And then, yeah, then it's collectible because you can say, well, do you know what that is? And there's lots of things that you find and you don't know what they are until it becomes obvious. Because when you get more than one, you think, there's a lot of these around.
So what's the plan for the future of your collection?
Well, I'm going to open the place up as a museum, hopefully this year, because I'm getting a bit old now to keep working, so I think, well, I'll turn this into a museum. And then later down the track, I suppose the Shire will end up with it or something. But yeah, it'll always be a museum. This is the bar, as in this is my bedroom when I was a little fella, and we turned it into a bar room, and I bought the bar in from the Grand Hotel, and the gantry behind me, that came from the Grand Hotel, because someone wanted to buy it and take it away, and everything should stay in Leonora, I feel.
So this is a real history of Leonora
It's
bar.
definitely, and the rail down the bottom, that came from the Central Hotel when it burnt down. And the top came from the State Hotel at Gaulia.
So you've had a few drinks.
I've had a few drinks in all of them.
So can anyone come and look at your collection?
Oh yeah, they usually go to the visitor centre. The lady up there sends them down, ring me up, and yeah, they can come through anytime they like.
So would the museum be your legacy for Leonora?
Oh yeah. When I go, my boys don't want it. What am I going to do with it? Can't take it with you, so just leave it behind. Someone will want it. Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
This is Hoover House, and if you've been here before, you'd know this now bed and breakfast, which has been amazingly restored by the way, was once the grand home of Herbert Hoover, who back in the late 1800s was the mine manager here in Gaulia. He is also famous for later becoming the 31st President of the United States of America. But in the early 1900s, this spot is where the local ladies enjoyed a game of croquet.
The mine manager's house was finished in 1889, and from that point forward there were plenty of workers down the bottom, and their wives obviously wanted something to do in their free time, and this was a bit of a leisurely afternoon for them.
So who was allowed to play?
Traditionally anyone, male and females, but mostly here I think the men were busy working, and it was just a girls' club sort of thing. The catchphrase for croquet was that it was delicate enough for the ladies to play, but competitive enough for blokes to be involved as well.
Well, you guys look fantastic today. Surely back in the day it was pretty warm to play in these outfits.
Yeah, it would have been ridiculously hot and 40-something degree heat, playing in full-length heavy skirts. Yeah, they were pretty amazing women. We're not traditionally dressed really, we're just having a bit of fun and playing around. We're paying homage to them, I suppose.
Were there special events, championships, trophies kind of thing?
They had an official croquet club, so yes, there were trophies and whatnot. And in more recent times, every few months, locals used to come up and play right up until the 90s. And now we're bringing it back. We've got a little team together, and we're trying to revive the tradition.
We've got our ball and the stick.
A mallet, yes, close.
Okay.
Yes, and wickets and a pin in the middle, and the object of the game is to hit the ball in a clockwise direction and then back to the middle to hit the pin.
Alrighty, should we have a crack?
Let's have a go.
Let's do it.
Oh, well done.
good shot.
That was impressive. Beginner's luck. You've got more control if you put them further down.
A bit further
slightly
down like that.
but-
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
how
well
was
done.
that?
You're a
That's
natural.
not bad. Maybe I'll try the traditional through the legs this time.
Oh,
I reckon.
there you go. There's the
I
trick.
reckon
Between the legs it is.
Ooh,
Pretty straight.
Not a bad
Pretty
line.
straight. You lined
Not a
up.
bad line.
I'll
You've
see
got
if
the
I can
wicket
better you.
to contend with here.
Okay. Oh. We've had a few little scratch matches, and we're hoping to attract some locals to make it a bit more of a local event, just for a bit of fun.
Great facilities here, Gonzo.
Yes, it is a great facility. It was built about 10 or 11 years ago. It's probably as good as you get anywhere in WA. It's got the shade. If it's hot, you push the button, it comes across. Sometimes you wouldn't be able to bowl, especially in the 40-degree days. We play every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock and every Sunday at 1 o'clock. The weekends we get a lot of community people around. Kids come along, it's good teaching the kids. Winter time we get a lot of prospectors and travellers coming through town. It gives them something to do on a Sunday afternoon and sort of mix with the local people.
Got a bit of smoke on it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Bit of wobble at the start there.
Yeah, that's okay though. You have a look at this, it's going to probably hit my bowl. Or the kitty.
Oh,
Look at that.
here we go. How was that?
Now you've got 2 shots.
Is there anything in trying different sides?
No, it doesn't really matter. Like you change, you play whatever you're comfortable with, but sometimes the bowl might block you, so you swap to the other side.
All right. Oh, good shot. This is redemption. It's coming around. Oh, is he down?
Oh, you missed it by that much.
Oh, no. Oh, and it's going to go
Be
in the ditch.
Yes, in the ditch. The bowling facility here is great for the town. We get a lot of people here, young and old. It's very social. We come down, have a drink, bit of a yarn, bit of a joke, and it really does bring the town together.
It's always great getting the locals involved when we visit towns for the series. After all, it's their home, and who better to show off what they have to offer than the local legends themselves. Thanks for having us, Leonora, and if you're looking for places to visit around WA, this town and the surrounding countryside has an awesome tourism and history story to tell. Don't forget to hit us up on Facebook. Until next time, we'll catch you later.
It's a beautiful day.